positive thought can help. Oh, okay. This is a very interesting question. Just give me a moment here. I want to adjust something. I think my mic is set a little too high. Okay. All right. Can positive thought also help? Well, there's a whole school of thought that believes in what's called thought substitution, the power of thinking positive. And I agree. Yes, Katie, I do know Louise Hay. I agree that positive thoughts are definitely better than negative thoughts. But the problem that I see with positive thinking and thoughts, what I call thought substitution, is that you are still giving power to thoughts to rule your mood. You're still creating a sense of separation, and you're still holding on to the issue. You're just not feeding that issue, you're feeding the opposite issue, is that, I want to feel good, and I will, use thoughts to help me to make feel good. Whereas feeling good is who you are. Feeling good, feeling expansive, feeling your inner energy, feeling that sense of connectedness, dropping all sense of separation, that's who you are. You don't need thoughts to get you to feel that way. In fact, what you have to do is get out of the way of thoughts and start taking your power back. All of the problems of separation are due to the fact that at some point, way back in the dim and distant past of our infancy, we started giving thoughts more power than our inner presence. And now we just allow the thoughts to rule our good moods and bad moods. And forget that thoughts are just tools. They're tools that we use to manipulate reality, what we call objective reality. But they're not that reality itself. But we react to thoughts as though they were reality. We identify ourselves, yes, Zahn, thank you, we identify ourselves as our thoughts. If you think you know who you are, don't think again. Because thinking is the problem, not the solution. Any other comments or questions? The thing that is important is the solution. Thank you, Katie. All right, yes, and the solution is simply to get out of thinking mind and back to full presence in the here and now. Like you did during the exercise at the beginning of the talk. The whole ABC. Shift your attention away from the thoughts. Attend to your breathing. Attend to your inner body, feeling your body from the inside out. And to the sense perceptions that you're having, but without filtering them through thoughts. without filtering them through judgment, without saying this is good, that's bad. So sometimes it's easy to do. And when we meditate and we take time apart and, sit, stop activity, and we just focus on becoming present, it's easy to do. It's not as easy to do because of our attachments, because of our blocks. It's not as easy to do when you're driving on the interstate and you're stuck in traffic and you have to be home in 10 minutes. It's not as easy to do when you're trying to get onto a network and that you should be able to get onto and it's not happening. It's not easy to do when you're having a disagreement with your spouse. But that's why we engage in spiritual practice. That's what the practice is. Spiritual practice is not about feeling good or achieving anything. Spiritual practice is the work of dissolving the blocks that keep us from realizing who and what we truly are. And that's why it feels like work sometimes. We go through a lot of effort to realize that life is effortless, as long as we allow it to be. Or as I like to say sometimes, enlightenment is coming to the realization that you don't have to struggle and suffer to come to the realization that you don't have to struggle and suffer. Are you a good witch or a bad witch? Okay, Katie. Let's see. After we will feel good after we put off the blocks. Yeah. Well, let me ask you, how did you feel during that little exercise we did, where you were breathing and feeling your inner body and doing the feeling or sensing all of the perceptions around you, dropping judgment and concept? Because what you were doing during that little exercise was dropping the blocks. And so for that 10, 15 minutes, you were in a state of awakeness or enlightenment. The trick comes in, though, in maintaining that sense of connectedness, that sense of awakeness, even when you're out and about and going through your day and coming up against some of the challenges like I did in my day from hell on Monday. And once you maintain that sense of connectedness and awakeness, moment to moment to moment, then you've realized your Buddha nature. Well, maybe we should put it in reverse. Realizing Buddha nature is being in that sense, that feeling of connectedness and awakeness and non-reactivity. What's going on? Does that answer the question, Katie? Okay. No, I didn't say that